Hello everyone and welcome to part 116. You can probably tell I'm using my happy tone of voice. Reason being for that is because I am absolutely delighted to finally have Ninjamon. Now, I did this in the previous part, but I'll do it now since it's commentary. The inventory is completely empty. This is just Ninjamon's status. My tamer level has gone back up to 2 it seems, which is weird, because I don't even remember it going back up, but whatever. So I'm up to 27 raised Digimon. My bits is just under 500,000. The most important thing, medals up to 14. The medal being train all Digimon, raise all 61 Digimon, and the chart is now full, with the final space being filled by Ninjamon. Now, I last commentated on part 112, which was when I digivolved to Vegemon, boosted his stats at the restaurant, and then went to Digimon's house and saved, and then that was the end of part 112, and then there was no commentary in parts 113, 114, and 115, and that accounts for a total of 5 parts in this challenge that haven't had commentary, parts 3 and 4 being the other 2. Parts 3 and 4 didn't have commentary because it was just me with Agumon repeatedly battling Agumon to the point where I got my attack, defense, speed, and brains all up to and beyond 100. I didn't really think it warranted commentary. Part 113 was just me battling the Betamons and those Kunamon or whatever they're called. That was basically what parts 113 was, just me having some of the battles. That was mostly what it was. Part 114, again, it was just mostly me having some of the battles. Part 115 was me having the rest of the battles, then saving, and then resting, sleeping, then digivolve into Ninjamon, and here we are now in part 116. With the battles, it said 50 plus, and so I ended up having 52, because I thought a few extra, just to be on the safe side, because it does say 50 plus at the end of the day. And I was expecting Ninjamon to want to sleep by now. I'll get used to his routine. But yeah, it said 50 plus, so I thought, well, it's probably better to have a couple more. So I had 50, then had 2 extra, so I had a total of 52 battles. My discipline has been was at the maximum basically after eating at the restaurant, and it stayed in the maximum for I think the whole time. I had a routine. Basically, I was having 6 battles, and then resting, then having 6 more battles, then resting. That was my routine. And obviously I was sleeping when Vegemon wanted to sleep. So that was basically parts 113, 114, then parts 115 I had the remaining battles. I then went and saved, I then switched off. That was yesterday I did that. Then today I obviously started again with Vegemon, took him to the clinic, rested, and I obviously fed him when he wanted it and prevented care mistakes because I needed to keep my discipline in the maximum. And And so basically I was in a position where I was capable of digivolving from Vegemon to Ninjamon, although I wasn't feeling particularly ambitious about it. But yeah, I had over 50 battles, I had maximum discipline, Vegemon wanted to sleep, I let him sleep, and on my very, very first try, I digivolved to Ninjamon. That was my very first attempt. That was my very first sleep. On my very first attempt, I immediately digivolved to Ninjamon, and I was absolutely delighted. And I showed you the basics, like my inventory, the status and everything, but without commentary. Then I went save, that was the end of the part, and then here I am now. I didn't do commentary during parts 113 and 114 because I took the view it's just me having battles, it doesn't really warrant commentary. Part 115, well, some of it was again just battles. And as for the digivolving to Ninjamon, I honestly did not think it was going to be an immediate success. I honestly thought I was going to be trying for a long, long time and resetting and doing things differently and eventually getting Ninjamon. Because I know the odds are 30%, but knowing my luck, I thought it would be more like a 30th of a percent. Knowing my luck. But as soon as I got him, I then saved and thought, okay, well, next part needs to come with commentary. So, well, the next part and the rest of it needs to come with commentary, so I can talk about how delighted I am to have Ninjamon. And it was so easy. The battles went by quicker than I expected. My discipline, I don't think ever fell below the maximum, and then I sleep and get Ninjamon on my first try. And I remember when waking up and Vegemon digivolved, and I remember thinking to myself, oh, what's going on here? It's not Sukamon. And I remember thinking, please tell me this is not Piximon. It's not very often you would be disappointed to digivolve to Piximon, but I remember thinking, please tell me this is not Piximon, please tell me this is Ninjamon, and indeed it was Ninjamon. I digivolved from Vegemon to Ninjamon, so I didn't need to digivolve naturally from Palmon. I didn't need Ninjamon's Digivolution item. I managed to get him through Vegemon. But of course, knowing my luck, it is day 9 now, so knowing my luck, if I was to go to the treasure hunt right now, you can guarantee Drimogemon would just give me Ninjamon's Digivolution item, just for a piss take, just to take the absolute piss. It's like, well, I never gave it to you when you wanted it. Now that you've got Ninjamon the hard way here, why don't I give you his item? And just so that I'm not put in that position, I am never going to return to the treasure hunt. I am not going back there. Yes, I paid Drimogemon and sent him off, but I don't want to see him because you can guarantee he'll have Ninjamon's Digivolution item, and if that is the way of things, then somebody is going to die. So I'm just going to keep away. I've digivolved to every Digimon. I've got 14 out of 15 medals. The only other medal remaining is the one for when 10 years have passed, and so that's all I need to do now. All I need now is for 10 years to pass. That's all I need. And so that's why I haven't really done an introduction to this part or explaining what it is that I'm doing, but basically now that I've got the Digivolution chart full, it doesn't matter what happens from here onwards. It doesn't matter what Digimon I have, what Digimon I digivolve to, what happens or anything. All I need is for 10 years to pass. That's the only medal remaining. That's all I need. All I need is time to pass. So there's no need to go back to Mount Infinity. I don't need to start again with a new Digimon. I just need time to pass, and the quickest way is by doing what I'm doing right now, of just repeatedly resting, going really rest crazy, not pausing for anything, and just keep doing it. Because I thought, after being so delighted to get Ninjamon, I remember thinking, oh, Ninjamon, I'm so delighted to have you. Now I'm going to take you to Mount Infinity and get your head kicked in. hold on, don't need to. I've got every Digimon, why do I need to start again? I've got no Digimon to Digivolve to, I've got every Digimon. I don't need to start again, all I need is time to pass, so I'm here, just resting, and I don't care about what care mistakes I'm having, I don't care if my Digimon wants to eat, I don't care if I Digivolve to Sukamon, I just want to pass the time, and by resting like this, I am passing the time in the quickest way possible. I don't care what happens or what I'm missing. All I need is that medal for 10 years. So, you know, and resting like this, you know, it doesn't matter if I'm doing it with Ninjamon or Sukamon or whatever. It doesn't matter if I have too many care mistakes and Digivolve to Sukamon. It doesn't matter if my Digimon fades away. It doesn't matter if my Digimon Digivolves to an Ultimate. None of that matters. So that's why I'm not feeding him or preventing care mistakes. I don't care about his happiness or discipline. I just want time to pass, and that's exactly what I'm doing. This is all I need to do from here onwards. I have done absolutely everything else. And I have to say, Hero of the Hour Digimon, well, the first one was definitely Digitamamon. Thanks to him, I was able to learn Infinity Burn, get past Metal Greymon, and finish Mount Infinity. Then I'd say it was Vadermon. Thanks to Vadermon, I was able to complete Factorial Town and learn those compulsory moves. And then it was pretty... well, I say then it was pretty much every other Ultimate that I Digivolved to, although it was less crucial, wasn't it? Because I know I needed to Digivolve to the other Ultimates in order to... I think Digimon needs to sleep now. Yeah. Obviously, it's still smart to sleep, because that passes even more time than rested does. So that's literally the only thing I'm stopping for. I know that there were Ultimates who I Digivolved to, and that enabled me to compete in certain tournaments, learn certain techniques and stuff, but if I think about key heroes, Digitamamon and Vadermon, definitely, because there was progress that I wasn't able to make until I had them, so I could learn exclusive techniques and stuff. Sukamon, I suppose, so that I was able to Digivolve to different Ultimates with my first raised Digimon. I suppose the Ultimates I Digivolved to, I guess you could consider them to be heroes too, but to a lesser extent. But the most recent example is definitely gotta be Vegemon, because I had no joy of getting Ninjamon, but then I read about the special Digivolution from Vegemon to Ninjamon, fulfilled the requirements, and boom, Digivolved immediately, getting me the second last medal. Because it did say all you need is 50 plus battles, maximum discipline, sleep with Vegemon. You don't literally sleep with Vegemon, you don't want to be having intercourse with Digimon, but let Vegemon sleep, and there's a 30% chance of him Digivolving to Ninjamon, and it happened to me on my first try. It did occur to me that there might be other requirements, but it wasn't mentioned, so that's why I thought, well, I guess it doesn't matter what stats I've got or what weight I've got or anything, it's not mentioned. And I think that was the case, and I think what reassured me, before Digivolution went ahead, before Digivolving to Ninjamon, I think the thing that reassured me was how I Digivolved from Armours to Devimon. And when I Digivolved from Armours to Devimon, Armours was very young, he was at a rookie age, he had terrible stats, he fulfilled the special requirement, which was the only requirement, and boom, I Digivolved to Devimon. And that made me think, well, maybe it doesn't matter about anything else, as long as you fulfill these special requirements, then nothing can go wrong. I fulfilled the special requirements for Vegemon and got exactly what I needed to get. I have to say though that the Betamons, personally, I think they were easier opponents. My Poison Claw did more damage to them, and I just found that their attacks were easier to stop, and I just found defeating them easier. I believe they may have had less HP as well, but I'm not sure. There was other stuff that I sort of did. I know I went to the treasure hunt and the clinic and stuff, but I didn't really do anything too exciting other than the battles, and I did learn a couple techniques. I think I remember learning Danger Sting and Auto Blitz, so after losing a load of techniques I got a couple back. It doesn't matter, but it happened, so I thought, well, I best bring it to your attention, even though it's completely pointless. But obviously if you saw it then you would have seen it anyway, but obviously I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less if I learned the techniques or not. The techniques pointless now. Poison Claw was an easy technique to defeat them with. It was quick, it was interrupting, and they were feeble opposition, so I got the 50 plus battles quickly and easily. And well, it's great. It's great that. Okay, that's probably Sukamon, to be honest. Doesn't matter. It's only going to slow me down for about 30 seconds or so. Well, Ninjamon, it was great having you. You were the most important Digimon that I Digivolved to from the perspective of filling the Digivolution chart and getting the medal, but you're not needed anymore, so goodbye. No point clearing the mess up, only more is going to be created. Do we need to sleep? No, we don't. Well, you can see that talking to Centauramon and resting, you can do it just as quickly with Sukamon as you can Ninjamon. Well, unless he stops to eat, but excluding that, you can do it just as quickly with Sukamon as you can Ninjamon, so time passes just as quickly. Well, actually, you know what? Fine. If you're gonna do this, then okay, clear up the. Okay, I've cleared up the closer ones. Maybe now he'll stop. Of course, though, I mean, I'm not preventing care mistakes, so he's gonna go himself, and then he's gonna have to clear that up, isn't he? There's no point clearing. I mean, obviously the ones that were closer he was stopping for, so it made sense to clear them up. No point clearing the others up if they're not going to get in the way. He's just going to go himself, and then more mess is going to be created. So I guess we're going to be seeing a lot more of Sukamon again, because I'm just going through like this and making no attempt to prevent care mistakes. So I guess we're going to be seeing a lot more of Sukamon again, because the amount of times I'm going to have to do this, the amount of care mistakes I'm going to have, we are probably going to be seeing Sukamon again. I just picked sleep there because I just want to check. Still got 14 medals. Well, yeah, of course. For some reason, I just get really worried that for some reason, Digivolving from Ninjamon to something else might sabotage the chart, but no, they're all still there and the medals are there. I need to stop worrying. But yeah, it's great that with the 50 battles, it's great that the only requirement is the quantity side of things, and it doesn't matter if you're against class opposition or feeble opposition. either way, every battle counts, and that was the way of things. That was exactly how things were. And all the tedious chores I've had in the past, you know, like having care mistakes to digivolve to Sukamon, to then digivolve to a different ultimate, using the ultimate to learn every of their technique, competing in 100 tournaments to get 100 championship wins, different ultimates for different tournaments to get the category medals, etc, etc. All the fishing I had to do and everything, all the things that got tedious, and then, well, the whole Mount Infinity thing of getting defeated, new Digimon, Digivolution item, new Digimon, get defeated, new Digivolution item, new Digimon, etc, etc. Well, now we're at the next tedious chore, which is basically just going to be this over and over for a long time. Because it's year 7, day 13, we need to either get to year 10, day 1, or year 11, day 1. Because I'm not sure if you get the medal when you reach 10 years or when you pass them. So, yeah, welcome to the next tedious chore of me just resting repeatedly for a selected number of years. Once again, you've got to do what you've got to do. This is the quickest way to go about it, and by that definition, quite possibly the least tedious out of all the things I could do, because this is definitely the quickest way to go about it. I imagine Sukamon will soon need to sleep. She does. Now, I'm not doing anything to lose life, am I? I'm not getting defeated, I'm not getting sick, so I imagine I am gonna just naturally fade away. So I imagine I will get to choose which egg every time when I do fade away, but none of it matters, I just wanted to point that out. So that'll be the end of part 116, so thank you everyone for watching, and hope you enjoyed.